is a buzz in the... in the sold-out arena here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, from everyone here at 2K Sports. Nothing like the NBA for Turkey Day. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. This road trip for the Celtics kicking things off here in this one.
One of the best ways to garner some confidence is to start a long road trip off with a win.
Now, here's Sabonis. Yes, that goes in. This should be a fun one to watch tonight, C-Web. No shortage of athleticism for either of these teams.
Oh, get your popcorn, man. This is highlight real material. Keep your head on the swivel or you might get dunked on. And if you're a fan, keep your head on the swivel or you might miss a nice dunk.
6 to shoot. Out to Morris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Morris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. And a miss there on the triple. Outside Tatum. Over Bogdanovich. And nothing but hair on that one. Here's Oladipo. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Oh, I love to see the selfishness from Collison. Really whips the ball over to the open man quickly.
Outside Tatum. The rebound by Turner.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
To the inside. The Celtics working the ball around now. Count that one.
And when he gets it in close, Al Horford is one of the best, one of the premier finishers in this league.
Oladipo right side. It's deflected. Irving with the ball. Pass to Horford. To the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with a shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
And Horford, a pretty steady free throw shooter. He had a few down seasons, maybe due to those pectoral tears, but I'll tell you what, he's been right up there around 80%.
And the big men who compete against Horford have nothing but respect for him, Greg.
Well, it is why he's been selected as an all-star by his peers and why guys like Embiid admire his game. Horford does all the small things on the floor you need as a big man. He's so humble. He just goes about his game and makes his team better in every facet.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Now Irving. Horford with it. Picked up by Turner. And finished off by Horford.
Horford is a big, athletic player who is so skilled inside. He uses his long arms incredibly well for jams like that one.
Now here's Turner. Here's Oladipo. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Horford. First quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Morris. Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Irving.
Indiana foul.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become.
And he can't hit the second. And for Irving, he has let more of his personality come out on and off the floor, Greg, now that he has his own team.
Yeah, it really does feel like we are watching a new chapter in Irving's development as a player. He still has the great shot and handles that make him so deadly with the ball. And just visually, while the leadership is also evolving, he just seems more in control of his game and even more lethal as a player.
Now here's Irving. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Morris looking over the floor. Pass to Smart. Here's Horford. Shoots over Turner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I'll tell you what. Horford does a great job of keeping this team together. The blue guy, high IQ. Teammates love him. Then he's capable of stepping up big when it matters most.
And talking about Horford, some people criticize his production, Chris, but his contributions go well beyond the stat sheet.
You're so right, Kevin. He gets a great read every time down the floor, on both ends of the floor. He can orchestrate the offense, and he can finish in a variety of ways.
Now, here's Oladipo. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Pass to Collison. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Gortat. Horford with the rebound. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Horford gets the bucket. Horford's got 10 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now Oladipo. Pass to Gortat. Outside Bogdanovich. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Here's Gortat. Good work defensively by Horford.
That's just a quick move to the 10 and an even quicker reaction by the D to stop him.
Smart with the ball. Horford in the post. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Collison. Indiana moving the ball around. Oladipo right side. Back to Collison. Launches it. Some solid defense there from Irving. Boston leading by 8. Tatum. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. And with the Celtics moving on offense last year, Chris, it was a surprise that they finished in the bottom 10 in field goal shooting.
Well, they lost a couple premier shot makers. You know, there's movement with the purpose. Sometimes that's what the Celtics, they relax.
First the fat boys break up, then Bow Wow retires, and now y'all disrespecting the king. I come through there.
Pacers trail by 10. Left side Collison. That one's off. Still out of sync. Outside Tatum. Gortat with the block.
Oh, that's just a long wingspan of Gortat. I mean, it's highly effective, especially how he swats away shots.
And it's sent back by Irving. Pass to Horford. In the corner, it's Morris. Outside, Tatum. Pocket 6. Over Bogdanovich. Misses off the right iron.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Oladipo for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Oladipo's got it back down to single digits for the Pacers. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
Boston leading by 7. And for Sabonis, we all know his father was one of the best when it came to seeing the floor, Greg. As a big man, his passing game was terrific.
And skills like that go a long way in the NBA. Sabonis does all the little things that free up shots for himself and his teammates. Is starting to play with more aggression, and this is a guy that can be an all-star.
Now here's Collison. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Pass to Gortat. Back to Collison. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Oh, Collison is so efficient. Someone who likes to catch the D by surprise by shooting off the pass.
Here's Baines. Back to Irving. Over Oladipo. From 20 feet out. Tice, no good.
Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he like that.
Oladipo outside. Pass to Gortat. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Here's Baines. And here is Brown. Gortat with the block. Here's Oladipo. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Oladipo's got 7 points in the game.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against the wind.
Well, this is just another case where being aggressive wins out.
Shot clock reset for the Celtics. It's good. Baines has got his first points of the game.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Pacers.
Pass to Gortat. Sabonis with the ball. It's Oladipo on the wing. Wow, way off on that one. And the call will be against Sabonis. That is his first foul of the game. The Celtics making a switch here. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Baines. Back to Rozier. Hayward goes in. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
All that work Hayward's done in the weight room has paid off. He can make those tough finishes through contact now.
Now, here's Oladipo. A shot by Sabonis, nobody around. And the Pacers, another 3.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Pass to Hayward. Lets the 3 fly. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going out.
shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you can feel that Oladipo was on the verge of a breakthrough, and boy, did he ever. Everything came together for him, and he is now not only an elite scorer, but an all-star. He can attack from any distance and has a variety of ways to hurt the defense.
Here's Tice. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Rozier, and it's Boston with another. And 1:01 left to play in the first. Evans outside. Pass to McDermott. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Fires from the wing. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
He keeps battling, but so far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Brown. That shot misses. And Indiana will come the other way. Evans attacking. Inside. Down low. Three-pointer. Hayward. Kept alive by Boston. Launches a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hayward's got 8.
Good for his career. Hayward, a solid three-point shooter. He won't hesitate to do it.
And Oladipo has it in the corner. With 1 on the clock. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Celtics lead by 6. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Thanks for joining us in this Thanksgiving presentation of the NBA. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting first quarter.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, "You realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you." Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report. Now Rozier. After the missed 3 from Doug McDermott. Hayward. And Hayward with the stuff.
And this is why you got to keep Hayward out of the paint. He loves to try and finish around.
Pass to Young. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. That one drops for him. So Rozier will bring it up for the Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. Here's Baines. 5 on the clock. Misses the 3. Pacers trailed by 6. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't having it.
Celtics leading by 6. Pass to Horford. Back to Rozier. Celtics passing it around. And here is Horford. Now Hayward. Shoots over Matthews. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I like what he was trying to do. Shaking the D with the fadeaway. Tough look.
Evans feeling it out a bit. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Tyreke Evans can be a handful, Chris, on the offense when he plays to his strengths.
Well, you like Evans to play aggressively with the ball in his hand. He can bully his way to the hoop at will. He draws so much attention and is a fantastic passer out of the jam.
Morris outside. Pass to Horford. And Young comes over to help. Here's Rozier. And that one hits back iron. Pacers trail by 4. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Evans. Back to Matthews. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Horford. You know, for years, the adage has been that big men take longer to develop than other positions. Does that still ring true today?
I don't think so. I think today the point guard position, because the point guard position is the toughest position in the game. I think when the big men did take the longest to develop, it was because the big man position, the center and power forward, were the toughest, and that's kind of changed. Cat and B didn't take very long to develop. Big men coming to the league, they're more polished now, and I think the fact that the coaches are the coaching skill sets now are so much more alike that guys can make it easier adjustment to the game because they've been playing their game and adjusting a lot longer than maybe the players before that had to find a different role once they entered into the pros.
Here is Matthews following the basket by Al Horford. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pass to McDermott. To the paint. Here's Young. And Young with the stuff.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And here is Morris. Now here is Horford. 14 points for him. The shot missing. And here's Evans. Out left to the wing. McDermott, no one around him. The basket good off the assist from Evans.
The court awareness Evans has is impressive. He's wonderful at recognizing when these guys are open.
To the inside. And a dunk by Horford. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Evans left side. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. The Celtics with the lead. Irving looking over the floor. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. One of the premier scorers in the league, Irving still may be underrated by some as a playmaker.
Kyrie, come on, tremendous court sense, vision. I mean, he understands to win in this league, you have to be unselfish, but you know he can get it going at any time.
Both free throws good for Irving.
Now, the learning curve for point guards in the NBA can be pretty steep, but Irving was a quick study. It didn't take him long to become an elite player.
Now here's Evans. Oladipo misses.
Well, look, his teammates are going to stop giving him the ball if he keeps taking shots like that.
Tatum with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Boston again missing. And so Young will bring it up for Indiana. They trail by 3. Evans inside. The shot's good.
Such a tricky player. I mean, you never know what Evans is going to pull out. I mean, an insane ball handle.
In the corner, Irving with it. Here's Tatum. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. And the Celtics lead by 3.
That's his mindset. Attack, attack, attack whenever possible.
Oladipo for three. Denied once again, misfiring at a 30% rate. He's 3 for 10 now. Boston leading by 3. Outside Irving. Smart on the wing. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making, and he's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Now here's Evans. Shot clock at 5. Inside. And stolen by Horford. Got a piece of it. In the corner, it's Morris. Outside, Tatum. 6 to shoot. Here's Bogdanovich. Good work defensively by Morris.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Outside Irving. Pacers with the rebound.
Does well to burrow his way into the post, but loses his touch on the finish.
Young. Morris with the block.
Just fantastic defense from Morris, getting right in the face of the shooter and coming up with the rejection.
Here's Oladipo. Goes up again. And there's the nice layup by Gortat.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Horford. Tatum trying to break free. And the basket by Horford. Horford's got 18 points.
Well, it's nice to have an option like him every time down the court.
A finish. And the dunk by Horford.
Assist goes to.
That's just elite defense by Smart. Seizing the opportunity and taking it the other way.
Get my numbers up.
And the Pacers call time here.
They like they gave it to me. But I
See, Webb, if there were ever a player where stats did not tell the whole story, it would be Marcus Smart.
Yeah, I mean, if you look to his line every night, you think he was just another role player. But Smart,
I started
he's a
hooping for the Nike check.
tough, physical.
I play tennis
He makes
for the
winning plays.
Rolex. I be in Miami, never seen a beach. In the fountain blue when you saw me. She was got the. I just came to get these fits off. I'm everywhere, I just didn't get no pics off. You was dead, you saw me get my. Oh, you heard.
Kyle O'Quinn. Domantas Sabonis.
Pacers trail by 5.
Darren Collison.
Collison with it. 6 points for him. Outside Matthews. Back to Collison. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He's got 8.
And the skill Collison has inside, so great at catching the D off guard when he's down in the post.
And the call will be against Sabonis. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Tice, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Pass to Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot. And here's O'Quinn. Defended by Hayward. That ties the game.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Chris, you've played in so many big moments, pressure-filled moments. When you look around the league, who are the guys, if you were coaching on their team, who are the guys you'd want to take the last shot? And I'm going to exclude yourself because I know you'd like that last shot. But give me some guys who you could see doing it if you played with them.
Let's just go through the history. Let's go to KD and him coming down on that left side in the finals, shooting a three, walk-in dribble, shooting a tough three. And he's done that in 2 big games in the last few seasons. So let's go with KD. How about Steph? Let's go with his teammate Steph Curry. From anywhere on the floor, hit you with big threes or layups. Then, okay, let's go to Harden out there in Houston. We know what he can do lately. If I just like running one-handed by left side, while looking and shooting hard, off the top of the at the last second. We got some great players in the league. It's great to be a fan, Kevin. This is some good basketball going on.
It is. We're lucky, huh?
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
Now here's Brown. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Tice. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Man, I'm a fan of that guy when he's shooting it from deep. Bogdanovich looks good every time it leaves his hand.
And here's Hayward after Bojan Bogdanovich getting his shot to go from deep.
And they continue to control the glass.
Outside Collison. Outside Bogdanovich. Off target from three-point range.
And look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
To the middle. Here's Baines. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Baines has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Collison with it. Guarded now by Irving. Here's Bogdanovich. Connects from three-point range. Bogdanovich has got a pair of triples in the second now for Indiana. And on the way from Irving for 3. And no good that time. So Indiana will take it the other way. Now Matthews. Outside Bogdanovich. Kept alive by Indiana. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Pass to Collison. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now it's a 10-point Pacer lead. Irving for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Such a smooth operator. I mean, Irving knows he has the green light to let it fly from deep.
And so it's Indiana heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. We've got... And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Austin with the ball. Launches it. And again, Boston with the triple.
I like how Irvin fills the defense out. He's sensing he has room to shoot and fire once he gets the rock.
Here's Collison. On its way from Oladipo for 2. Horford with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Outside, Smart. Irving double team. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Pacers leading by 4. Oladipo outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play.
Coming out of college, Tatum showed inconsistent intensity on defense, but he's made great strides in that area.
Horford high post. He's got 20. Here's Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Yep, it counts.
Talk about a coach who gets the most out of his guys and what he has to work with. I mean, that's none other than Brad Stevens. I mean, he's done it for years. First in college, now on the greatest level.
A wide open look here for Oladipo. Here's Turner. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
They haven't been able to get their legs under them since coming out of the locker room. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Back to Irving. And it's sent back by Turner. Sabonis inside. He's got 5. That one goes in. And talking about Stevens, many people were shocked when he received 0 votes from his peers for Coach of the Year.
Oh, yeah, I think people just got used to his style. And it's not just the great scheme that he has. He does a fantastic, subtle job of motivating players and keeping everyone focused.
And Oladipo, here we go.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now, here is Irving. 10 points for him. Back to Smart. Down low. Takes a shot at the elbow. Misses off the right iron.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Oladipo misses.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Tatum, that's for 2. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's Bogdanovich. No good on the shot. Now Boston takes it the other way. Tatum drives in. The rebound by Turner. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They've led by as much as 10. Oladipo misses.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
In the corner, Horford with it. No good on the 3.
Look, they cannot leave him open like that. The D got away with one there.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Here's Turner. Sinks that one from the post. And the Pacers lead by 6.
Anybody see any defensive presence on that play? I mean, he's not going to blow that layup. He was wide open.
Pass to Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
Oh, man, Horford, I mean, getting loose out there, having a game for himself offensively.
Pacers leading by 4. And here's Oladipo. He's got 11. And a foul on Marcus Smart. That's foul number 2 for him. The Celtics making a switch here. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Covered by Irving. To the paint. It's stolen by Morris. Goes up. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Savvy move by Tatum. He's not just running the floor. He's running with the purpose of exploiting a defensive weakness.
It's Oladipo on the wing. Bangs home the trifecta. Oladipo's got 14.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Pass to Morris. Here's Horford. Defended by Sabonis. Here's Tatum. Out to Morris. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Boston with another.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot. But he's more about team.
Oladipo, left side. Bogdanovich wide open. Off target from outside. Poke loose. In the corner. Tatum with it. Horford. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's now only a 1-point Pacer lead.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Timeout called the Pacers. And see, well, what a force Terry Rozier has become. Finally got that chance to play last year and made the most of it.
Oh, well, look, we all knew he had the athleticism, but what we didn't know is how he reacts. A ton of minutes being played, and obviously he stepped up. Players respect him. He's a guy you want on your side.
So both teams making some changes here. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Indiana. Evans with it. Over Irving. Here's Tatum. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And that's Evans penetrating. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Pass to Horford. Hayward with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Here's Horford. It's rebounded by Indiana.
There's a lesson for you. Don't showboat. Tries to get fancy with the fadeaway, and it backfires.
Shots good from Young.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
Now Rozier. Pass to Tatum. Now Horford. Pulls from the top of the key. Misses off the left iron.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
And Matthews gets it to go.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
And on the way from Irving for 3. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Here's Indiana now. They've got an 8-0 run. Evans outside. Outside Turner. The shot misses. Hayward with some nice D. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
I don't care who it is. You can't leave him wide open from that range.
Here's Turner. Lays it up and banks it in. Turner's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Now a timeout called by Boston. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Celtics trail by 9. Left side, Irving. And it's Baines in the corner. Outside Irving. Over Evans. Just 5 on the clock. Misses and the dry spell continues. It's Matthews on the wing. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Free throw, good. Matthews. Both free throws good from Matthews. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Boston. 11-point game. Inside, the 10-footer. That shot is off. So the Pacers will take it the other way. On the wing, Turner fires the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Turner's got 10 points in the quarter.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And it's Evans missing. Celtics trail by 12. Here's Irving. And the rejection by Evans. Down low. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 6 points for him.
Remarkable concentration from Evans. I mean, listen, when he's near the rim, he's good at staying focused on the task at hand.
Irving attacking. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for Gordon Hayward. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
I mean, at 6'8", Hayward has the size needed to score inside, and he uses it to his advantage.
Outside Turner. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And when you see Myles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick and pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
Pass to Tice. Here's Baines. Now Brown. Turner covering. And the dunk by Brown.
You gotta love how Brown finishes strong, driving fast and hard to the cup for the rim rocking Shazam.
Outside Matthews. Back to Evans. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Evans has got 4 points this quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Matthews left side. Shot clock at 6. And it's Matthews with the jam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Young, right side. Over Smart. Young's shot is off. Celtics trail by 12.
Doug McDermott.
That'll go on McDermott. That's his first foul. Here's Irving. He gets it in there. Irving's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Boston.
Irving does a solid job maintaining his balance, even with the D being all over him. Impressive athleticism.
And Matthews gets it to go.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Well, the game looks like it's starting to wear on them. Unable to get out, defend the perimeter, unfocused. It's a bad sign.
Just 5 on the clock. McDermott with the double team. Corner shot. No good off the front iron.
He's got to be wondering, how did he miss that? I mean, he had all the space in the world.
Young outside. A three-pointer, no good. 3 on 3. Outside Irving. The three doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Evans outside. Pass to McDermott. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's foul number 2 for him. Evans outside. Now here's McDermott. The three. But they'll get another chance. Outside Matthews. Clock at 6. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Smart wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
And the Pacers call time here.
Some numbers out. I had to get my
And no doubt that Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders
like they gave it
at his
to me.
position.
But I
Quick
took it,
feet
they
are
ain't give it to
complemented
me.
by that strong frame. He just digs in and against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfortable.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Indiana's head coach was saying to the team. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there, use the clock, and stay away from silly fouls. See if they can execute the plan, guys.
Matthews. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Greg was smart. When he's off the floor or injured, you notice just how it changes the team's defense.
Yeah, I mean, the defense overall just seems to have less bite, less edge, less toughness without Smart. And the way he plays, you feel like he is looking to make a play on defense rather than just trying to slow his man down. Great at taking charges and forcing turnovers. He is truly the catalyst of their defense.
Allison feeling it out a bit. Pass to Matthews. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
Here's Turner. Got it from 16 feet. Turner's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pacers.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Back to Irving. Smart on the wing. Buries it down low.
Marcus Smart.
Smart's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just too physical. Smart shedding the defense and finishing strong.
Outside Matthews. Now Collison with it. He's picked up by Irving. Outside, Bogdanovich. Over Horford. Good work defensively by Horford.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
First personal foul. Checking in for your Pacers, Victor Oladipo.
Now, here is Morris. Pass to Horford. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You watch Marcus Morris. I mean, he's been around the league. He understands how to play the game. Sometimes you just need to be put in the right system. It's just timing. That happened for him last season.
And when you give Morris some freedom on the offensive end, he can carry you through long stretches.
Kevin, he's a terrific shooter. I mean, from standstill, off the dribble, back to the basket. It really doesn't matter with him. The other thing, he gives you tremendous toughness. He likes to mix it up. He won't back down from the challenge, I'll tell you that.
Bogdanovich looking around, looking to get it going. That one drops for him. And the Pacers lead by 12.
And how about the fearlessness from Bogdanovich? Doesn't pay the D any mind. He enjoys sticking it to them there in the paint.
Pass to Brown. Horford with it. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. Fades and shoots. Busted. No good that time either. Indiana leading by 12. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. 16 points for Bojan Bogdanovich.
And you just have to admire that aggressive nature of Bogdanovich. He's just itching to pull the trigger as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Bojan Bogdanovich with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Pass to Morris. Lets it go with a 3. The shot, no good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Here's the triple. Horford with the rebound.
Can't quite find his 3-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
Outside Collison. And Oladipo has it in the corner. From past the arc. Nailed from 3-point land.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You see, he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Pass to Horford. And it's sent back by Turner. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And that one falls for Horford. For a long time, beat writers and media personnel have determined NBA awards. C-Webb is someone who's been up for some of these. Do you feel the voting system is structured now is fair?
I don't know how it can be fair if it doesn't have any players or coaches involved. I can't necessarily vote on the best doctors because I don't know what it entails, but I can definitely trust other doctors to give their comments on their peers. I think peer awareness is some of the most reliable that you can go for. But, I mean, we have some very knowledgeable writers, sports writers, and media personnel that know. But for the most part, you need help of the players and the coaches to make sure that the integrity is there.
To Oladipo. Good work defensively by Morris. Celtics trail by 14 to the middle. And Morris throws it down.
Morris really rises up for these jams, leaving no mistake as he finishes with authority.
Right side, Collison. And here's Sabonis. Left side, Turner. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Fires the three. And the Pacers another three.
He logs his first three of the second half after nailing two in the first. They don't want to let this fella get going.
Irving up top. And that one drops. Irving's got 13 points in the second half.
One of the best point guards in the league, getting inside and finishing. Kyrie Irving.
Outside Turner. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. And that's 15 points for Myles Turner. And on the way from Irving for three. Horford's shot is good.
Horford continues to show us that he loves to drain the
Oladipo taking his time here. Sabonis inside. And stolen by Horford. Smart on the wing. Pass to Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line. C-Webb, what a rookie year it was for Tatum. Never hit a wall. He only got better as time went on.
I remember doing his games in college. I mean, it was the same thing that happened then. Second half of the season was stronger than the first. He has a maturity beyond his years, both mentally and physically.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count.
Oladipo outside. Outside Bogdanovich. That three off the mark.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the board.
Pass to Morris. To the wing on the left. Horford, good. Horford's got it back down to within single digits for the Celtics.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his 5th foul.
That's number 5 on him. No room for error anymore. I bet they'll take it at him right now. Try to get him out the game.
Outside Turner. Outside Bogdanovich. Over Tatum. Cans the 12-footer. Bogdanovich has got 9 points here in the second half.
Bogdanovich, a high percentage scorer, an efficient shooter, and he loves that mid-range area. And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, I agree. Anytime you crack the 20 mark in rebounds, this is special.
Sabonis inside. Morris with the rebound. And it's Irving with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Lets it go with the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Irving has some of the best handles in the game. I mean, he has the rock on the string, so how can you contain him when he has handles like that?
Collison with it. Guarded now by Irving. Here's Oladipo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Horford.
15 foul. At the line for your
first free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8.
At the line for 2.
And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game. On offense, here are the Celtics. And a wide open hook for Irving. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
To the middle. Here's Morris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 9 points for Marcus Morris.
Are you kidding me with that pass? Okay, Kyrie. That one made my day.
inside Collison. And here's Oladipo. And the foul on Marcus Smart. And that's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we are in the bonus, and we'll have to go to the line for 2.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Victor.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 9-point ball game here. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving can't get it to go. And the Pacers with possession here. Oladipo outside. Clock at 6. Drills the three-pointer.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Well, a well-earned victory, feeding off the energy of this hometown crowd really all night.
Tatum on the wing. Inside. Here's Horford. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
It was an easy jump shot into a tough one. By going to the fadeaway, look what happened.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.